Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. Every golf tournament at every venue on the PGA Tour is different from the week before and the year before, even at the same place. Hope you've had some unique experiences at this year's record-setting Heritage. Let all your friends from outside the area know how great the event has been, wore your plaid proudly, and made an impact on the charities that benefit from all the money raised in our most important weekend of the year. We'll have more from Harbortown a little bit later in our newscast. 60-year-old Joseph Ramsey of Hilton Head was charged this week with kidnapping and impersonating a law officer for pulling over a green Kia for speeding and then detaining the driver before calling into Beaufort County Dispatch saying he was a cop needing backup. Well, Beaufort police arrived at the scene on Bay Street and arrested Ramsey, who was armed. The driver of the Kia was not injured, and Ramsey is now out on bond. The kidnapping charge could get Ramsey 30 years. The impersonation charge could get him a year in jail and a $500 fine. In a week when we're remembering Charles Fraser at the RBC Heritage, we might also take a moment to remember the very busy life of another island icon who was laid to rest Thursday at the age of 85. Abe Grant started making moonshine at age 12, actually opened a store on the side of 278 in the mid-50s when he was only 16 years old, and that led to a small restaurant, then a string of hotel rooms out back. He met and married the sister of the creator of Harold's Diner and would have celebrated 60 years with Charlemagne Smalls next month. They raised 5 successful children and hosted luminaries like Jesse Jackson, Andrew Young, and Martin Luther King Sr. Well, Bluffton is in need of volunteers for some of the town's boards and commissions dedicated on improving one of the fastest growing areas in the state. The town is looking for multiple new members of the Accommodations Tax Advisory Committee that spends the town's income from the hospitality industry. And there are also vacancies on the Affordable Housing Committee, the Planning Commission, the Beautification Committee, the Board of Zoning Appeals, the Construction Board of Adjustments, the Historic Preservation Commission, the Municipal Election Commission, and a newly created Public Art Committee. And you can find out more on the Bluffton Town's website. And finally, as development continues in the Lowcountry, Beaufort County land is scarce and is becoming even less available as the county tries to find lands to preserve. Now, much of southern Jasper County has also been spoken for, leaving the next set of home builders to cast their gaze on the Ridgeland area. The Charleston Post and Courier is reporting that Hilton Head-based developer Robert Graves has a project called Chelsea that's asking the town of Ridgeland to annex 1,500 acres along Highway 462 so it can build a community of 4,800 homes that would more than double the size of Ridgeland and swallow up the small communities of Ticton Hall, Rose Hill, Cherry Hill, and Strawberry Hill. But current residents have taken Jasper County councilors on a tour of the area trying to drum up support to protect that particular area from large developers. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on the screen, and remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at WHHITV.com. And if you have a news tip, a story idea, or a cool weather photo, well, you can just email it to us at news@WHHITV.com. And now let's get a check on the weather. It has been gorgeous. Will it stay that way, Maria? Will you give us a report?
Thanks, Robyn. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're going to have some nice weather half the weekend, and then the other half we are going to see some rain again, and then taking a look at next week, we are going to see some nice weather again. Taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, with Hilton having a high of 78, a low of 62. Bluffton's going to have a high of 82, a low of 61, and Beaufort's going to have a high of 82 and a low of 62. Come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, but should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton is going to have a high of 76, a low of 66. Bluffton's going to have a high of 79, a low of 64. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 79 and a low of 65. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 6:54 and sunset's going to be at 7:52. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday low tide is going to be at 1:11 p.m. and high tide is going to be at 6:09 p.m. And then come Sunday, low tide is going to be at 2:03 p.m. and high tide is going to be at 7:17 p.m. Taking a look into next week, again, we're going to see some great weather the first half of the week. It's mostly going to be sunny. Monday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. Tuesday, again, sunny with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with, again, highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Coming up after the break, we'll go behind the scenes of the RBC Heritage with Lisa Richardson. Don't go away.